sealed class to remove the common behavior of object oriented feature from the class. Okay, so this is common behavior. Inheritance is the common behavior of the class in object oriented programming. Since C# is a pure object oriented programming, so inheritance is the default feature of class. Now here, when you use the sealed class, we are going to remove the common base behavior of the inheritance from the class. So how you create a sealed class? We'll give the sealed keyword before your class name, class, and for example, my class. I gave some name here. For example, okay, here I have a whatever I will create inside my sealed class. Okay, those must be protected, means they cannot available for other classes to inherit. So let's see how we'll create a sealed class. Sealed class to remove the common object oriented feature of inheritance from the class, to restrict the class members being inherited to other classes. So this is the main purpose of the sealed class. Now, to create a sealed class, sealed class, we will give sealed access modifier before the class name, and we give the sealed access modifier before the class name. For example, in this class, let's assume I have a method public int add index int y. What it will do? It should return, since it is a return type is integer here, x plus y. So class name addition, let's make it. Okay, this is addition. Okay, and I have a method called public int add int x int y are the properties parameters I have given here. Now I will create one more class here. Class calc. Okay, for calculator I want addition method, for example. Okay, so let me try to inherit from the sealed class. So what is this? Cannot derive from sealed type addition. Since it is a sealed type, we cannot derive from that. And let me try to give some access modifier here. Whatever. Okay, you cannot inherit from this. Okay, so it does not allow you to do the inheritance. Okay, main class derived from sealed type addition. Okay, so it does not allow. So now what I can do? I can do only one thing, that is create an object. Okay, so what I can do, I'll just create the object addition equals new addition of addition dot add of 10 comma 20. Let me run this. Won't display anything because we are not printing anything. So let's return this to some variable int result. So display that result. Ten plus 20, it should give 30. Understood, guys? Sealed class does not allow you to inherit. Okay, all these members are sealed, locked, cannot be available for other classes to access. Okay, any doubts here? X minus y. Okay, so what is this? There is error. So cannot be sealed because it's not an override parameter. Addition dot sub is private member, addition dot sub is unused. Okay, can't be sealed because it's not a override method. For override method we can give the sealed. How to give? We'll see in different example. So now class bird. So here I have a protected virtual, any keyword I can give, not only protected, any keyword I can give. Public only, public virtual. Why virtual? I want to override this. That's why I'm giving virtual void cannot override inherited member coil.fly because it is sealed. Okay, it does not allow you to inherit. Okay, because it is a sealed method, can't be inherited in other classes. Understood, guys? So whether it is a class, so here we have seen addition is a sealed class, and when you try to derive, we got error, right? So only the way we can create the object and we can use. And here when we have a virtual keyword, we can do the override. If that you keep as a sealed, here we'll get the error. Look at this error. Understood, guys? Any doubts here? All of you clear? Ask me if you have any doubts. Next we have a static class. So what is static class? Can anyone tell me what is static class in C#? Not only C#, whatever language you want. Anyone? Static class. Okay, simple. Static class can't be inherited, can't be instantiated. Okay, so then how you will access static class members? With the help of class reference. Okay, so no need to create the object and no need to do the inheritance when you create a static class. Okay, so now let's see how to create a static class. And to create a static class, we'll give the static keyword before the class name. Class, let's give some name. Calculate. This static class, okay, give static keyword before the class name. For a static class, to create a static class, we'll give the static keyword before the class name. And in a static class, if I try to create a non-static members, what will happen? What is non-static member? For example, public void add index int y. Console.write line addition is x plus y. Here it is showing error. Okay, cannot declare instance members in a static class, because static class we cannot create object. Okay, we can't do inheritance, so that don't create instance members inside the class. By default it does not allow other members, non-static members. For example, public int id. Cannot declare instance members in a static class. Okay, variables, methods, events, whatever you want inside the static class, all members must be static. Inside static class, all members, that might be your variables, properties, fields, events, methods, whatever, must be static only. Non-static members, it does not allow you to add. Next, so if you want to give the variable public static int, it'll allow public static void, it'll allow. Okay, all members must be static, then only it'll allow. And for example, if you want to create a constructor, what is constructor? Constructor is a similarly like your class name. So next concept we will discuss about constructor. So let me create one static constructor here. Now constructor public calculate. This is how we'll create the constructor in our C++, right? Or Java, right? So now when I create a constructor like this, it does not allow, because static classes cannot have instance constructor. Constructor also must be static. Okay, so it allows only static constructor. Other than, it does not allow any other constructors. Static, it will allow. Now access modifier not allowed. Now here I'll try to give the int roll number. What is this? Static constructor must be parameterless. Means constructor does not allow any access modifier as well as arguments. No access modifier for static constructor and no parameters allowed for static constructor. Understood, guys? Static constructor will give the static keyword before your class name, and all the members inside your static class must be static, and static constructor does not allow. Inside the static class we can create only static constructor, and the static constructor does not allow any access modifier as well as it does not allow any arguments, so that we cannot create more than one constructor inside your static class. Okay, because it's, suppose parameters are there, then you can do overload. So here it does not allow parameters, so we can't create. We can create only one static constructor inside static class. So then how this can be used? Okay, so for example, I'll give int id equals 10. Let me initialize this. Okay, so now how can I access the static class members? So directly with class reference, calculate dot id. For example, if you want to print id, console.writeLine id is print id here, console.writeLine Okay, no need. Calculate dot id, class name dot variable, and here class name dot method. What is method? Add. So here let's give the arguments 10 and 20. And also one more point, guys, for experienced interview people. So how many times a static constructor will get called? Okay, so very important interview question for experienced people. So a static constructor can be called only one time. Okay, it does not. So for example, if you have 100 methods also, it cannot call 100 times, only one time. First time only it will go to constructor. So later onwards it won't go to constructors, it will directly go to the methods. Understood, guys? So this is how we'll create the static constructor class. So now let me draw some simple table here. Class type, instantiation, inheritance. Abstract class, sealed class, static class. And default class. Default class is nothing but our normal class. Default class, normal class, or concrete class. This supports inheritance, instantiation means object creation, and inheritance. Yes, it supports both. Then when it comes to the abstract class, it does not support object creation, it supports only inheritance. Right? Abstract class, we cannot create object for abstract class. Next, when I have a sealed class, then what will happen? It does not it supports only instantiation, object creation, but not inheritance, right? Sealed class is locked so that we cannot access anything from that class. Next, we have a static class. Static class does not support instantiation, object creation, as well as it also does not support inheritance as well. How you can access static class members? With the help of class reference.